Dude, TikTok, no, Snapchat, clickbait is another level, dude.
Dude, it's unreal.
Dude, we finally know what happened to Tupac. I'm like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, and then the first 30 seconds of you swiping through that has nothing to do with Tupac.
You'll never believe what this man said about his wife.
Here's one. Addison Rae wants all guys to know this. Let's see what it has to do. Bryce Hall responds to Addison Rae on Twitter.
I hate how that's such popular news.
Like,
Dude.
who the hell cares about your bullshit?
Biden's statement about the economy goes viral. Kanye is now dating an adult film model.
Who cares
Guy
what
starts
Kanye's
selling
doing?
mermaid remains. I definitely have to check this out.
You got me singing twang, 'cause I bought a wang. Alright, what do you want to start out with?
Dude, I have a quote right here that seems pretty interesting. So what do you think of this? When you're a kid playing truth or dare, dare is the scary option. When you're an adult, it's truth.
I saw it come back, they're like truth or dare, and the guy was like, I dare you to tell the truth.
That's a classic. I mean, as an adult, are you really playing truth or dare that often?
It's true. I guess you're just playing. What are you playing?
You're playing tell me or I'm going to get upset.
What's up with that?
I feel like a lot of people feel that way. Tell me or I'm going to get upset.
Do
You get upset by not knowing?
Yes, actually.
I was thinking, like, do you think that's a form of entitlement? Like, you're entitled to know? Like, you're not, though.
Possibly could be. I don't know.
I don't know, like,
Know about what, though?
Okay, like, your girlfriend's withholding something from you and you get mad at her for not telling you.
Yeah. I think you're entitled to know that.
Really? Is that, like, a valid option to get mad at somebody?
I mean,
Genuinely.
it just depends on what it is, I would say, maybe. Like, yeah, I'd say,
Yeah,
like,
the
if
importance of it.
yeah.
Like, if it's something dumb.
she doesn't want me to know
But
that.
dumb is subjective, though. To you, it
Yeah.
may be dumb. But to somebody else, it's like...
I'm gonna
I
be honest,
figured that out.
It's like I'm going out with the boys. It's like, is that dumb or is that not?
No, I like going out with the boys, dude. There's nothing better.
Nothing dumb about going out with the boys.
Going out with the boys is fire.
Yeah, but to to the girl, it's like, what are you doing?
Well, that's the same thing that a lot of girls don't play video games. Like, how do the dudes play video games? How do they go and get their nails done and do it? It's like different strokes for different genders.
Different strokes for different they-thems.
They, thems, yep.
And guys can like to get their nails done too if they want.
I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to be open and accepting of all the different pronouns. But they, them, it doesn't click with me. It doesn't make sense.
They means, like, more than one person. Right?
That's what I'm saying. But how can a singular person identify as more than one person?
Because nothing is subjective anymore.
There's
Okay,
a
well,
market.
if you're
There's a
telling
market
Everything's
for it.
subjective.
Hold on.
Well, you're telling a story about somebody and you're like, they did this. Kind of works there.
Yeah,
They
it
do.
works
Yeah, but
there
that's
as a
just the
singular.
English
But
language.
how about them? Them did that. Them do this.
I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. This is,
What
like,
do you
too
even
much for
say
me to
anymore,
hang
bro?
out.
That's why I want to get more educated so I can know like what I think is kind of like stupid and is ridiculous and what is like actually like maybe like the way they feel.
Do you think
Because
these
I
people-
believe they think they feel this way.
Okay, do you think like the whole like gender pronoun thing? Do you think it's just people are actually like super into being this pronoun, or do you think they're doing it because there's like a whole hype behind it?
They're
And
just-
they feel like they're supported by like some movement
It's a
that's like.
the community aspect I think is big.
I don't think the community is like that healthy, honestly. Like for me, like if you just
Oh, it's
wanna
not.
if you just wanna identify something, sure, go ahead. But like people make this like whole like train of like. Bad
If you
energy.
misgender me,
Yeah, if
it's
you
the
misgender me,
end
like,
of the
you're
world.
terrible,
End
you
of the
don't
world.
Respect me. I'm like, first of all, dude, you don't have to be respected to begin with. Like,
Exactly.
Like,
You,
why are
you
you
don't
entitled to
deserve.
respect?
Do you think being respected is like a sense of entitlement?
respect is earned and not given. How about that one?
Mm.
I always live by that because, you know, like, if you just give out respect to everybody for no reason, I mean, there's, like, different levels of respect, yeah, but, like,
And how about like
I don't know. What do you think?
like treating someone respectfully is different than like respecting somebody.
I think that's true. I think that's a valid point. I could respect you and not be an asshole to you, but at the same time, like... I understand on that.
Like
Yeah.
my boss, I treat him very respectfully. I don't really respect him.
Oh,
you know?
I see.
And I could see how you can like hate someone or like hate a lot of things that they do, but if they do something talented, you're like, I gotta give it to him, man. He really did just do that though.
Give him his flowers.
And I love those moments because I'm like, I'm getting over my hate because they just did something so dope. I'm just like, You gotta give it to him. It was kind of cool.
That was kind of
the way
cool,
he went up and sauced her up. Fire.
Respect.
Yeah.
That props.
This moment in you guys' lives, do you guys hate anyone?
Yeah. Well, at this moment, I don't know if I like really hate someone. There have been times where I was like really hating people.
No, at this moment in you guys' life, you guys hate anyone?
Not like actually hate, but like.
But just play hate.
Yeah, like, I hate that person.
Oh my god, I
actually
hate
no though. Like,
No, not really.
no one really
No.
like annoys me. You don't hang around people that
Exactly.
much.
Like if I'm like people I don't know, I'm sure there's people I like really dislike. But like people I'm hanging with, I don't hate any of them because I wouldn't be hanging with them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How about these mosquitoes, though?
Yeah, I'm getting kind of bit up.
It's kind of nice, though. It kind of makes me feel alive.
It makes you, you know.
It's got a nice little setup going on right now.
Like, you ever think, like, you don't have
where did the
purpose?
table go? Where did the
Just
table
What is
Mosquito
happening?
biting you keeps that mosquito alive.
The what?
It's kind of like you're a blood donor.
Yeah, that is
Like,
true.
you're like supporting your life.
What
Yeah.
is the why are
I
mosquitoes?
love to
like,
give back to the environment.
No,
What
that's
is the
an-
purpose of mosquitoes, though? Have you asked that question?
You
like,
know
at
what?
your
I
point
would
in your
like
life?
that, but do we have like something to look that up? Because usually it proceeds in like, hey, Jamie.
So, why mosquitoes?
Is that the vibe we're setting up
Let's
here,
just
man?
guess. I think it's the purpose.
Isn't it to pollinate something or what?
That's bees, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's not mosquitoes.
Oh
Maybe
boy.
wrong. Actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe mosquitoes do like pass off
Maybe
stuff.
mosquitoes do the hard work and we're just credited up to
Yeah,
Do
Jesus all the
mosquitoes
time.
dream?
Does everything dream?
Does
How has
everything
your dream lives been, guys?
Dude, actually, I
Dude,
just bought these things.
crazy,
They're called
bro.
African dream beans. You like mash them up, you make a
Shut
tea
up.
with them, and they like induce stronger dreams and
What?
stuff. Like you could have more like lucid dreams and stuff. And I've had some really cool dreams like the last 2 days.
I've had some great ones.
I've had a couple over the past few days. I've been sick, and for some reason, the sick dreams hit. I had one with like all of my friends. I can't remember like for some reason everyone, but I just remember my friends were there. I've had it like 2 times now, and all I can remember is like we pull up on skateboards to like this giant, massive building, and there's like 4 different elevators, and we like all take different elevators, and like we like see each other from like the different points we're at in the building. And then we all like meet up and skate down the whole building. It's like kind of
Dude,
crazy.
I wish hopefully soon in the future where we can all just get in like go to like we're going to like an arcade, but we go into like these little dream sacks
Dream on.
and we all can connect in dreams. We can all link up in dreams.
Dream Connect.
Yeah,
for
Dream
sure.
Connect. Yo,
That
we
would
connected
be
last
It's
night,
like
bro.
VR, but like in your dreams.
Yo, we connecting
yeah.
tonight.
No limits. That'd be so cool.
Pretty sure that's like a Rick and Morty
Hey, I
episode or
have a new
something.
girl.
like
Like, dude, me and this girl just connected big time, dude.
I feel like that would be like a good and a bad thing. Because like
I would like to
if
go
it's a
into it
real
too much.
dream where like you're just seeing the story that's happening, right? Like
Yeah, do you have
sometimes it's not going to be good. And if someone's with you and, you know, it's not going well, it's like, you know?
I mean, dude, you just gotta get.
Or
better.
maybe it's
I'm
just
here
a
to try
super
hard.
private dream that's just coming out of you that
Yeah,
night.
I mean, I'm gonna get to this dream world. I'm gonna work hard and try.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go to school probably. Maybe I'll skip that because I could do whatever.
You think you do that in dreams and like you only remember like key parts of the dream, but like in your dream like you do like a whole assortment of things that you're not.
Imagine
aware
it's
of.
like a whole day. Like you wake up and you're like, okay, here's my
Yeah.
dream, you know?
It's like you're in the dream, you're like, okay, I'm here now, but like yourself now doesn't like fully aware of that, and like that dream self is like learning on its own.
Oh
like,
my! Actually, I mean, I've been to the same places like in dreams and like seen
me
the same
too.
people, and only in my dreams though. I mean, I guess I've subconsciously seen them in real life,
No.
but I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been here, and I know this feeling because I was here like last dream, like a couple months ago. I was here.
In one of my dreams, I was friends with Drake. Like Drake was like my cool friend.
Yeah, dude. I
Shut
was with
up.
Joe.
It was so cool, dude. Like literally, Drake is like a bartender here, like talking to me. He's like, "Yeah, dude, what's going on with you, bro?" I was like, "Dude, nothing much, man. How's the life?" I was like, "Dude, this is like fucking Drake, like right here. He's my friend."
Drake would make a
This is so
sick
weird,
bartender.
bro. He was just there, like he's casually bartending, giving out drinks,
Bro.
bro. It was so cool.
I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, like going to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and so I fell asleep, and then I had a dream that I was with Joe Rogan. And I was gonna go on the podcast. He's like, "You happy to be here? You excited, man?" I'm like, "Dude, oh my gosh!" And he was the one that's coming on. But he had like his like grill that he puts on his ads all the time. He's like, "Yo, Brian, someone, can we smoke these meats?" And then I'm like, "Oh, here's my moment. Here's my moment. Yo, Joe wants you to smoke his meats." And then he's like, and then he looks at me and he's like, "Dude, that's not funny."
Stop.
And I'm like, "Oh." And then I woke up and I'm just like, "No, Joe Rogan."
I ruined my chance with
I
Rogan.
thought I was gonna be like, "Yo, you trying to smoke his meats?" But I mean, he didn't think it was funny.
He didn't
dude.
get
It's
into
hard
it?
to please, I'm telling you.
I can imagine.
This one is meat smoke, dude. What can I say?
Wow.
How do you like your meat?
Apparently not
Medium?
smoked.
Medium
well done.
rare.
Medium rare?
I'm like a
Medium.
well done type of guy.
I'm a
Depends on
medium
the
well.
quality of the place. If it's a really nice place, I'll go down to medium, maybe sometimes medium rare. But if it's like a burger, like I'm usually medium well. Like
Yeah, I like it more like well cooked.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't understand these. I'm talking about like people just don't care, man. They're like, hey, you should try this. You should try this taco. And like, oh, like it's like they're like, oh, it's in a gas station. You ever been there? Like I've been. So many people recommend like sushi,
The
tacos.
gas station sushi. Oh,
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Listen,
Yeah.
gas
People do
station
it.
sushi, gas station,
guys
mainly
are-
gas station
People do
sushi.
it.
You guys
Most
are
of the time,
communists.
trash. But if you can find a fire gas station sushi place,
You guys are communists, dude. I swear. It's
Gas station?
disgusting.
What? Do you not like sushi?
Yeah, no,
That's
I
gross.
say that's what I'm saying.
I
People
can't
like-
even do
I've had
sushi.
so many
I
people
don't.
recommend me
I've
like, oh,
never-
there's this place, man. You should really try it. Like this taco place. I'm like, oh, cool. Where at? Oh, it's in the gas
It's
station.
in the gas station.
I'm like, what?
Did
He's
you
a
try it?
kid.
Was it good?
No,
Any
dude.
reviews?
I've
I'm
had a
not
couple
crazy.
places that my parents have came home from and been like, that was like the best, one of the nicest meals we've had here
At a gas
To the
station?
gas
at a gas
station?
station.
Wow.
There's a couple. There's a couple in Miami that are like really nice. But it's like a restaurant inside of a gas station.
The one I can't complain about is Wawa. Wawa's like the best gas station food I've ever had.
Wawa
But at
is
that point,
pretty
it's not even like a gas
I
station.
like
It's
their-
like a restaurant inside, and they got a gas station outside.
Yeah, they have that set up well.
Their iced
that's
coffee's
nice.
good.
I've never been to a Buc-ee's. You ever been to a Buc-ee's?
Is that in Texas and stuff? The
I think
huge
it's
ones?
all like just a little north. Like I feel like Carolinas, like like around there. Yeah, Texas.
Bro, we
Have you
should-
been to a Buc-ee's?
No.
But I always see like that's the hype. Have you
Where's the
seen that on
Buc-ee's?
Instagram?
What is
People
that?
love Buc-ee's.
What is that?
Apparently, it's just like you can get anything at a Buc-ee's.
Dude, it's
That
crazy.
reminds me.
Costco have gas station?
Did you guys hear about the UFO app?
UFO app.
Were you talking about this earlier?
Yeah.
What
So,
was that? Oh, yeah.
Asher told me like this is documentary, and it was just they have it all on film and stuff. Apparently, I'm sure. Actually, I don't know. Maybe they don't because no one really knows about this. But there's this app that this guy downloaded to like attract UFOs. But he would get like all these people and meditate for 15 minutes, and then they would do all the things on the app, and apparently UFOs came.
Whoa. Just like one time, or this is like an occurring thing, not like
Maybe, I'm not sure. I didn't really look into it that much, so
UFO
that's all.
app. I'm gonna take
and that's
a.
the end of the story. That's
Okay.
the end of it because I don't know anything else.
Let me take a
If you
peek.
saw an alien just come up to you and be like, Tyrus, like, I'm here to just, like, be your friend, like, what would you do?
Dude, I start crying.
Get away from me.
Why did you pick me?
Why me?
Depends how they look.
I'm at the chosen one.
Okay, what if they look human, but, like, they're clearly not humans?
That would make it worse. I'd rather they not look
Yeah, 'cause I'd
human.
probably fall
Really?
in
I feel like that
love.
freaked me out. I just saw, like, a purple, like, octopus thing walking towards me. Like, and I'm not even speaking, just, like, I just hear them in my mind. I'm like, okay, you know, like, if this is it, I'm done.
Could you fall in love with an alien?
I feel like you could.
Like if they had a little bit of weird differences, but they were still like just beautiful, and you're just like, dude, like I know what this love is.
I feel it.
It's
It'd be like,
alien
Rick and
sexual.
Morty episode, dude, they just have a bunch of different races here on Earth chilling.
Hmm
You get, like, different types of...
That would be
alien babies.
fire.
Different experiences. Yeah, mix it up a little bit.
that alien gawk 3.
Oh my gosh.
Out of
So
this world.
Light years of
that-
God.
out of
that's
this
fun. You like
world,
that one?
out of this world.
Thank you. Okay, anyways.
So I'm pretty convinced that Chevy is trying to kill people.
Chevy, the company.
Really?
The car
Why,
manufacturer.
why do you say
Let me explain. I was driving in my mom's car the other day. It's a Chevy. It's a pretty new car, 2019, something like that. And scrolling through music, on the touchscreen, and a warning came up. And it was like, warning, big letters. And then in like a small font underneath, it was like, caution, do not take your eyes off the road. It could lead to harm, blah, 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 blah. And then underneath, it's like, okay or cancel. So I'm here getting this warning sign, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, I'm literally doing what they're telling me not to do just to get out of this okay warning sign. Like, why would you make a sign that I have to read and look down on the
Yeah,
screen?
that's
to come-
ridiculous.
Right? I feel like that's
I don't
not
know.
okay.
I mean, I feel like cars just have warning signs.
Not okay. You can't give me a warning
Caution,
sign.
don't look at road traffic. Like that always pops up.
It's like, don't, keep your eyes on the road is what it's
It is
saying.
kinda nonsensical.
While it's like a paragraph about how I should keep my eyes on the road.
It was a little paragraph.
It was a pretty long, like I had to read it.
I can't say much because I love texting and driving sometimes. Like, literally, I'll be like, just, no hands on the wheels on the phone, like, steering with my knee, just whatever.
People,
So I
people
can say
drive with
Normalize texting while driving. What about this? You take your DMV test and you have an option to like get an add-on to your license to where like, okay, he's qualified
to text and
drive.
drive.
Okay,
That's
what would
a
the
good idea.
qualifications be? What would the
You
qualifications
have to do the test first to pass
What's the
it.
test consist of?
You do the whole
No,
test.
you do the whole DMV
Texting and
test.
driving
like
is the
bone
test.
stock drive.
Bone stock, and then you do it again, and the whole time you have to be like looking, like while doing, like sending the instructor
Like they're
a
texting you,
text.
hey, I need this, and this.
While
Just
you're
multiple
like
steps.
parallel parking, whatever.
You can't Siri
Yeah.
text to speech. Like
Yeah,
you
no,
got it's
the
all
last
typing.
test is on the highway. You got to do it on the highway, going at least 90.
At least
90 and
That's
like
crazy.
and like rush hour.
Yeah.
Maybe, man. That's
Would you
where we're
apply
headed.
for that?
In the express lane too, you know. So you got the
Express
cones, you know,
lane.
that way you're safer at least.
In the rain
In the rain. Yeah.
on New Year's Eve.
That sounds like the perfect scenario.
Yeah.
Like if you pass that test, dude, you're qualified.
Yes, exactly. I mean,
Like,
will there be casualties? Yeah.
Maybe.
But it's for the better. It's for the greater
But
good.
then
we
after
want to
that,
advance
then we
in
have
life.
smarter people who can drive
Exactly.
and text.
There'll be less texting and driving incidents because people are
Let's
just getting
get
too good at it.
past this texting and driving issues and become better at it.
Yes, I would recommend that.
Yeah, texting and driving is definitely here to stay, right? We should just start running.
Just realized I'm the only one with headphones, so I
Yeah.
must take them off.
It feels nice without them.
It does kind of feel nice.
Conform.
Dude, nice. I mean, this is a cool vibe we
I
got.
really like this. This is cool.
That 70s show twist to it.
It's nice. I like it. I like being on the floor, honestly. I feel
Yeah.
like we're closer
It's a
to each other.
vibe, dude. Look, I'm flowing.
We should be-
Incense and
Yeah, we need some incense and to be.
Japanese lantern. I'm telling you, would be so cool. The red ones. The red ones.
Oof.
Vibes.
Oof. You're riding the same.
I don't know the song.
Just riding out of the country.
Feeding all my gators.
Hey, in the back of my truck. Oh.
Oh,
F
Steven.
it up, Steven.
And I effed it up again. What was that other thing you taught me today about the rap?
Oh my gosh.
Ad libs.
Ad libs.
You-
Guys,
and you
ad libs.
learned-
I still know what that is, man. I still know what that
It's
is.
not that hard of a concept. Go around in a circle. We each do an ad lib.
Wait, well, let's.
Go around it.
Is there gonna be like a?
Yeah, well, we can't just do ad
It's harder than it
It's
is,
gotta-
right? You just
I
do
gotta-
the
no,
ad
no,
lib.
No, you gotta give me like a rat like da da da.
I can't do it, man.
You gotta give me like a da 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 da. That's the ad lib. I'm
We're doing noises now?
Ad libs
I would
are
say, like,
basically
alright.
noises. They're literally
We
noises.
can't just all do ad libs and have no context.
Exactly. It'll be like so. I'll be like the da 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 da, and then I like would, you know.
All right, yeah, okay.
Start us off, Gio.
Start us off, man.
I said da
start
da
up.
da ba.
And then I got the car and the.
No.
Wait, what?
All right, ad lib thing over. Hey no. Hey no. Hey no. Hey no. Hey no.
What's up?
Hey no. Hey.
Chilling.
Hey no. Hey no. Hey no.
Oh, man. All right, let's do the story.
Okay, back to the story. Wow, dude.
Oh, my gosh. That was
What's
super
the,
sick.
oh, so we start a story
Yeah.
and just go around.
Yeah, so you just you're not even like a full sentence. You just say like so I'll start it. So like a man was walking.
He went grocery shopping.
He saw his ex-wife.
In the back of a cab.
And she had a black robe.
With a donkey.
While doing cocaine.
In the back of a cab.
Rolling papers with the Bible.
What happened, dude?
Hard
So slow.
It's a hard
Alright,
one.
alright, let's,
you said it.
Okay. How do you all going camping?
Okay.
We can have to bring one item, and that one item dictates if you can go camping. For instance, I'm gonna bring a tarantula, maybe.
Okay.
And can you go
I
camping?
can go camping.
Okay. I'll bring tape.
You can't go.
No.
No, you can't go.
Why? What happened? What happened?
Ooh,
can't
that's
go
a tough one. Okay. So Ty set the rules here, so we have to keep guessing until someone could go here.
So okay, so he could go because he brought a tarantula.
Could be a number of
I'll
things.
bring a cactus. How about that?
You can't go.
Damn, what the heck?
I'd
Keep
bring a donkey.
No, you can't go. Keep
Okay.
guessing.
You guys aren't guessing
Keep
well
guessing.
enough here. I'm gonna bring a trampoline.
No, you can't go. I could bring a trampoline.
You could bring a
I can bring a
trampoline, but I
trampoline.
can't.
No,
What's up with that?
You could also bring a tarantula, but we can't bring.
you can't bring. I'm bringing a tarantula. I'm bringing a trampoline.
So if you said
bring
trampoline to start
water?
with, and I said tarantula,
No,
that's
you
still
Can I
gonna
bring
go.
water?
No, you can't bring water.
I'll just have to bring some. Honestly, I'm a big grape fan, so I'll bring grapes.
You can go. Yeah, you can bring some grapes.
Cool. I'm in.
Alec is just distraught.
No. And it
Bring a
begins.
watermelon, you know.
No, you can't bring a watermelon.
Heck, dude. How about you, Steve?
Think about it.
Just keep saying stuff.
Just bring a pomegranate.
Nope. Gio knows.
I know. I got it.
Tarantula and a trampoline and grapes. Am I missing?
Can I bring juice? Can I bring juice?
No,
What about
dude.
sunscreen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can bring
You
sunscreen.
can come with sunscreen.
What?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, I'll bring an umbrella. It might rain.
Mm,
No.
it's not gonna rain out.
How do you know it's not gonna rain?
I checked the weather.
You could
I
bring
checked
a certain
AccuWeather.
supply to like if you wanted to like do art there. You could bring like a certain supply of art maybe.
But you can't say that now because I couldn't bring art, but you could bring art.
I couldn't bring any art either.
I think I'll bring my Gucci shades.
No, I could bring Gucci
You could
shades,
bring Gucci
but no one
shades.
else here could bring Gucci shades.
Wait, why? But you didn't even say that before.
But only I could bring it. That's a tough one. It's so simple and tough.
So simple.
Like simple syrup. Like Steve could bring that if he wanted to sweeten things up.
Syrup. I could bring a tarantula, a Toyota, a pterodactyl. Not a pterodactyl actually. I could bring titties. Gio could bring Grant.
I could bring Grant along.
I can bring a screen, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dude, I can bring myself.
You could bring
You
yourself.
could
yeah?
bring yourself,
You could
but
bring
yeah.
yourself.
There we go.
Wow.
Okay, that
I
works.
got it.
Wow.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Good time.
I feel like I was in the dark there for an hour, but
Yeah, you got it.
I got it.
Can someone look up disturbing facts?
Let's see what we got.
I feel like we can come up with some disturbing facts.
I did read that you walked past 36 murders in your lifetime.
36 now?
36.
Oh, it's gone up.
Dude, that's they updated it, dude.
Yeah.
More people,
Google's
more
never
murders.
wrong, bro. Google's never wrong.
Famous Pirates of the Caribbean ride used real skeletons.
Wow. I actually heard about that. There was like
Shut up.
controversy.
No way.
Yeah.
That's fake. That's fake. That's fake.
No, they did.
Shut up.
That's true.
That's crazy.
Kind of fire.
Disney's kind of like different, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The pedophile thing.
They have like an island. I heard that there's a place in like Magic Kingdom you can't go to.
Yeah, it's a
like
hidden
an
vault.
island- Yeah.
And they have all this art that the artists at Disney create, and it's all like all the cartoon characters having sex and doing weird perverted things, and they keep it locked in a vault.
Really?
And that's real.
Well, I heard it's like an island. It's like a secluded island within Disney. It's like in Magic Kingdom or something.
No way.
No, it's Animal Kingdom. It's like there's a little island. You zoom in, you can
Dude.
see it on the map.
No way.
No one can go inside. It's just an island.
That's dude. Should we try to go?
Dude.
Disney
Imagine-
used
Hit
to have
that island?
Disney used to have a private airport. Like that, you can land and go right to
Dude,
the
there's
park.
something like when you're in Disney, there's something that just is like, wow.
It just doesn't feel right.
But if I like it though, I feel like we're all just
We're just pawns.
I feel like I'm
pawns.
just like.
Yeah, literally.
I feel like I'm in a place that's just like avoiding real world.
Yeah, I
problems.
go there to like
People,
just
like-
feel this weird sensory overload of just cool everything.
Like it's
just
like too perfect. In a
Yeah,
world that's
yeah.
not so perfect.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's too nice here at Disney.
yeah, that Ratatouille ride, dude.
What's going on under Disney? You know, you guys heard there's like tunnels.
They
under
got some
Disney?
tunnels for sure. It's
They
where
say
the-
they use them to get like the ambulance people like
Dude, maybe
in
that's-
and out super quick.
That's
and,
why
like,
no one dies at Disney because you don't hear about any deaths like ever. That's why the one death you hear about the alligator eating the kid is because they couldn't hide that up. Maybe they've had tons of deaths.
The alligator. I remember when that happened.
It was at Epcot. What are you gonna do though?
What are you gonna do, man?
What are you gonna do?
kill all the alligators.
Yeah.
Now who's the real killer?
So yeah, give alligators suppressant drugs to make them not hungry.
Dude, just give him an M16.
Yeah. It's like, what is your? Yeah. Yeah. Alligators and kids should be both equipped with M16s.
I agree.
Yeah. And then when you're an adult, it has to switch over to the AR, like semi-automatic. But as a
Yeah.
kid, you can fully auto.
AR. Arr! You know what I mean?
R.
That's piratey.
What's up with kids, man? Why are they so cute?
Okay.
I'm serious. Kids are really adorable. I love them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Like, why? You know, that's so like it's so taboo for a guy to say that. It's like girls like, I love kids. They're so sweet. You say, guy, I love kids. It's like, dude, who's this like freaking?
Okay,
child
it's
molester
weird if
over
I
here?
say it to like another family, to like your kid is so cute when it's like
You think so?
it's different. I feel like if there's a double standard, but girls can go up to any baby and be like, "You're so cute." But if a guy does it, it is weird.
There might be
Why?
there might be
Why?
certain circumstances where a guy saying your kid's cute could be weird. Like I would say more towards like strangers.
I
Yeah,
could see, I mean,
sure.
I could see there's been so many like creepy guys that they're It's usually creepy guys who are like molesting me. It's not usually girls.
What's up for these guys ruining it for us?
And honestly, there's a lot of nice guys, dude, who are just like, like, I think your kid's really adorable. And they're like, oh, that was really sweet of you. Thanks. Like, nobody's ever said that, especially coming from a guy. And then there's other guys who are like, just because, yeah, like you said, ruining it.
We can't think kids are cute now, man.
Like, dude, if I could, I would so be a babysitter. I would
You
just
could think
go
it,
to
but
a
in your
house,
head, when
take
you
care of a
start
kid
talking
for an
about
hour.
It would be kind of bosh. Just
For
like,
2
dude,
hours,
lights
bro.
out at 8.
Yeah.
Down in this wine and watching a movie. All right, let me know if you need anything. Good night.
I would honestly just be playing with the kids, bro. Like, you got Legos? Like, I'll play with the Legos.
The Legos would be fire.
Let me show you what I can do.
Should we start a male babysitting company?
A male babysitting company.
And just
The
name it
FBI
male babysitting.
Male babysitting?
Alpha baby.
Dude, we would all have to. One of us would
Behaviors.
have to be gay because there's no way 4 straight dudes can do that.
Nah, it could happen.
I feel like they would try. If we were all gay, they would trust us more.
Think so?
Yeah. Actually, it depends. I don't know.
I like
feel
that.
like if they would trust us more if we were gay.
Let's start a male babysitting company, and just see how much we can. See if we can get
See how many
a
kids we can
customer.
get.
Yeah, see how many kids we can get
get.
before they catch us.
Catch us
Yeah.
what, though?
How many
Hanger
kids do you think
slinging
we
it.
could
Having
get?
too much fun with the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Okay. I see. It's one of these. It's one of these.
No,
I see.
okay. Say we rented out a huge building and we did start this. How many kids do you think we can get in the first month?
Dude, I thought
To
it was
just
like-
enroll. Their parents enroll. Like obviously we have cameras everywhere, but
Dude, that's just
a
a
male
daycare. I
babysitter.
was talking about going to somebody's house and like babysitting at a house.
Oh yeah, but the date. Yeah, you're right.
Like if we got a daycare. Like daycare's easy to do.
So all 4 of us come to the house to babysit.
Oh god, you get 4 guys now. With
We each charge a ton.
That's like that's something just clearly wrong.
Dude, you imagine the
there.
forts we'd make though.
The what?
The forts. We make some
Wow.
baller forts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we turn the whole house into a fort. Don't even let the parents back in the house.
Yeah.
It's our
It'd be
house
fire.
now.
But now I'm like daycare would be fire, dude. We would make it so sick. Trampolines,
Dude, I'd
have
make
like
the
little
coolest
castles
daycare.
for them.
Literally the coolest daycare.
Is this like all Michael Jackson?
I feel
did?
like
that
it-
didn't end well.
I feel like that was where ulterior motives at that point.
PYT.
Yeah, we would need
Pretty
some.
young thing.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
That's a song. That's a song.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's crazy.
women, just earth creatures.
Oh yeah, yeah. Did you know that?
Huh?
Women, they're just earth dwellers.
Oh yeah, they can't
That was
ascend.
a lot of-
I heard that.
They can't
Yeah, they
ascend.
can't
That's kind of
ascend.
weird.
No, I didn't know that. Actually.
No?
There's a lot of
This is
like
all new to me. This is all new to me.
writings and stuff like from ancient things that like people believed in this weird religion, and like their whole thing was like women just can't. They're just earth creatures. They can't ascend to their full final form.
How weird is that, dude? Literally, like people believing women can't ascend. Like men are like above.
It's like, hey,
are
no,
messed
the
up,
women
dude.
can't ascend.
And then it's like women, like if you believe in reincarnation, like you're a woman until like you've reached a certain level,
To
and
be a
then you
man.
can transition to a man to leave the earth
Oh.
plane.
crazy.
That's,
That'd be
people
wild.
are insane with these religions, man. Cults are crazy. Like, there's
No,
like a-
cults seem pretty normal to me.
No,
I love
dude, they're
cults, dude.
insane. Where do they come up with these crazy things, dude? Like, oh my gosh.
It always starts with one guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
basically,
Guy with a
some
weird
could say
idea.
that like Jesus started a cult. I
Yep.
mean, he did start walking around telling people stuff, and they just started following him.
I know, man.
It's culty. It's just the
People
way you
used to
say
think-
it. Cult, like following.
Cool. Yeah. I don't know.
People used to think rain was semen. Because like,
And
you
the
could
earth
grow.
grows.
It's the earth grows.
Yeah, so it was like God's coming
Think about it
down
though.
on
You
the earth.
could, an ancient person looking at rain, how do you explain rain to like an ancient caveman?
It's true.
Dude, yeah.
Imagine how he saw fire for the first time. Imagine him seeing rain, dude.
Imagine the first
know.
person that made fire.
He probably definitely
Yeah.
thought it was magic, like or something. He's like, what? What?
Yeah, it's definitely
He
the
just,
sorcerer.
like,
definitely the sorcerer of the town.
feel like-
Rethunk his life right there.
Yeah,
Was
but
like,
look-
Thank the whole
Like
thing.
volcanoes. Like a lot of people have seen volcanoes.
Imagine getting sacrificed into a volcano, bro. Like,
Honestly-
tribe isn't happy with you. They're like, all right, come with me. You're like, okay, where are we going? They like shove you in there. You're just like,
Imagine if that was happening today, and we could all vlog it. Like, just imagine that scene of just getting thrown into a freaking
just with your
volcano.
phone.
They have some
Guys, I'm about to get sacrificed.
About to ascend, fam.
Dude,
What's
there's
up,
some
brother?
crazy execution methods. I read this one time. This I don't know, this tribe put you into like a metal bowl, and then like light the
saw
bull on
that.
fire.
Oh gosh.
And
It'd
like,
be like a slow roast too. It wouldn't even be all
No.
at
and
once.
then, like
Not
you knew
good.
you were done. Like when the bull started screaming, because that was like the water in your blood evaporating out of your body.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
like,
after
you
like
scream
10
like a
minutes,
teapot.
you should be fine though, because all your nerves burn away. So then you're just dying.
But yeah, some crazy.
that's
like-
interesting. I wonder if there's a way.
But
Ooh.
if it burns unevenly, then that sucks.
Yeah.
If you're all getting burned, like all in a huge pit of fire, like
I think your body just goes into shock.
It'll
and
burn
you
off.
You just shut down.
Dude, but it's a metal bowl and it's a slow roast. It's not like all I want. It's like a little. It's a
Do
little.
you
It's
get
a
eaten
fire
after?
bowl.
It's not a crock pot.
I don't know, man. Or they would put like this cage of rats on you, and you put the fire on the end of the cage of the rats, so the rats want to get out. So it would eat
That's a
through
fun
any
one.
rats. Like would apparently when they're like in danger, they eat through anything.
That's a
So
fun
it's like
one.
a cage right on your stomach, and it's like they light a fire on the other side of the rat's cage. It's like a bunch of rats.
I heard this one where they
It's
like,
like-
sit you in this room full of like a whole bunch of women and they just start talking about astrology.
Oh
That
god.
one's the fire
And then they give you a
Wow,
gun.
rather the
And they,
balls.
and they just have a gun sitting there and it's like no one lasts more than 15 minutes. See, everyone. Yeah.
Dude, I heard this weird ancient like Chinese torture they used to do to people. They like strap you in a table, you couldn't move, and then they just drip water like on your forehead, and it wasn't a stream. It was just like drop. We saw the same episode.
Dude.
probably.
Chinese water torture.
Dude,
There's
and
a
it's
drop of water.
people lose their mind, dude. But apparently, like, people can't handle that. Like,
It
if it's a
becomes
drop,
painful or
it's not
something.
even on your forehead. It doesn't even have to be on your forehead. It can be like a sink. It's just like hours, so you gotta listen to it. You go crazy. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know the psychology behind it, but you go absolutely insane.
Here's a quick question, because I had to write about this. Do you think the way they cook lobsters is humane?
I think it's terrible.
What?
Personally.
How do they cook lobsters? I'm not
They
familiar.
boil them alive.
Sometimes they just.
Why
drop
do they have to
them
do it
right-
live?
That's just the way they do it.
I guess that's to keep it fresh. Like it's already fresh.
I guess the meat is like hard if it's like.
I guess.
I mean, if we feel bad for the lobsters, we're gonna have to feel bad for like every single fish we catch, every single.
I do feel bad though. I feel bad like that it has to experience like pain or suffering.
Yeah, but just like we experience pain, suffering,
know.
and death.
It's a part of life. Like
Life-
suffering.
It's
is a part
like
of
if
life.
we're gonna take something else's life to eat for ourselves, like we gotta do it humanely, right? Like
I
we
would
gotta.
want it to have like a quick death. That's like it's probably gonna be painful, but not like in a vile way.
And do they feel
Exactly.
pain?
Like a guillotine.
That's another thing. I'm
I'm sure all animals feel pain because they respond to the environment. If they didn't feel pain, they'd just be like.
do like
pain.
lobsters have like nerves is the main thing, you know?
I'm pretty sure everything has the nerve sensors.
Nerve system,
That's how it communicates with everything. Yeah.
probably, yeah.
Like how would a lobster know it was walking on the floor unless it could feel the floor underneath its feet?
Or he's just mindless.
Like like people who are deaf, like they can't speak because they can't hear themselves and they're like they sound like all mumbled.
Dude, I feel like if I got deaf, it wouldn't happen to me.
Really? You think so?
I probably would, but like I feel like if I just went deaf right now and still, I feel like I could still talk.
I think you do.
How do you take a deaf person to a concert?
Just so you can see them.
Do they know what's
The
going on?
vibrations, bro. They probably love it.
I bet like a deaf person at like a rave would be like,
the vibes, dude. Literally like the bass.
they would love that.
They would probably love that, dude. Crazy.
Like looking at
Yeah. What is going on?
I love people that go to raves, man. He called someone, like I had to call someone because we didn't have his thing that he ordered. Dude, he's in the middle of a rave. He's like, sorry, dude, I'm in the middle of a rave, and it was like his thing. He's like, look, let me just give me just whatever. He's just like, I don't know what he was on.
yeah.
Like, he was just in the middle of a rave. He's like, hey, man, sorry, I didn't answer the first because I called him twice.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, man, I'm in the middle of a rave. Like, I'm just in the middle of a rave.
Oh
right now.
my
So
gosh.
it's like, just give me whatever you want. The guy must have been on, like, whatever,
He's
man.
probably
The thing,
chewing
and I'm
up
like,
in
hey,
face.
like, it's going to be a little bit more. Like, can we run? He's like, yeah, man, just run the credit card. He's my number. He just yelling out his credit card number.
Wow.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
a
he's
good
probably
deal for you.
rolling face.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Like,
the-
dude,
the
honestly,
ha-
give me like 10 more tires.
Yeah. He's like a tire guy.
I'm gonna
And it
need
was, like,
him.
way expensive. I remember
You
it
should
was like
slide, dude.
yeah, it was like $200 more than what he had paid, and I was like, he was like, yeah, man, here's my credit card number, just run it real quick. I'm
At a
sorry.
rave,
And he's, like,
he's
and he's
reading his-
apologizing to me. He's like, hey, man, I'm really sorry if you can't hear me. I'm at a rave right now.
Girlfriend's like, yeah, you ain't doing this right now.
Yeah.
No, dude, he was just by himself. He was just living life, and I was like, wow, if I was half as happy as this guy, you know what I mean? Like the guy was just like so in the world of his
He
own.
probably woke up and he's like,
He probably woke up and
Tires,
was like, what
man.
did I
Too
do?
much money on
I don't even have a car.
Yeah.
I don't even have a
I
car.
took the bus here. Like, wait a second.
He's like, yeah, man, you got it, man. Have a good weekend. He just hung
all
up.
his next Instagram pictures are just both tires. You just walk on.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
This is my life now.
Yeah, that's my
People are so people just at raves are cool like that, man.
They're
They
cool
just
like
like don't care.
Well,
about anything.
I mean, yeah, they are. Like,
for the
like
most
that.
part.
But that's like a funny situation.
The guy just like yelling out his credit card number, just like, hey man, like, you know, I'll hit you guys up next time. And we just didn't have his time. It was completely that we didn't have it. I thought he was gonna be pissed. The guy was just like happy as a clam,
Damn.
just being there.
We're about halfway to 45 right now. We're halfway.
We all felt.
Do the math, Steve. Think about it.
No, bro, not halfway. What are we? Oh my gosh, we are. We're almost.
Oh my gosh.
We're almost. I'm 22. Wow, I'm old, dude. I'm old.
It's just
We're
like, you get
halfway to
do all
45.
that time again. It's still 45.
Dude, we're halfway to our midlife crisis.
Where do you meet people who are 40? What do you mean?
Bro, we're young, honestly.
30-year-olds now are young, dude.
I agree.
They are young,
Who?
dude.
What age?
Being 40 is so
I
still
think,
young.
I think 50 is young still.
Yeah.
I say old is like when you're like 65, 70.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, okay, now you're like kind of in your like
Yeah.
old age. But, like, you're
Well,
still going,
it also depends on like your health, like
yeah.
you know how you've been treating yourself, you know, because there's a lot of like 50-year-olds and some 60-year-olds that I'm like, wow, dude, you're like looking great, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
And then there's like some 45-year-olds that I'm like, oof, yeah, you're getting old. As a friend, right? Do you think you should have a standard of texting other friends?
I think you should have a standard of communication with the friends just to check in every once in a while, because then if you don't, like, how are you even going to plan to hang out?
Yeah. My thing is, like, at the very least, like, you know, even if you're not going to check up, like, if someone that you consider as your friend reaches out to you, you know, give them a signal saying you're there, right?
Yes.
And if you're good friends with somebody, I think you deserve that. I think you deserve somebody, a friend's response.
Yeah. Especially when you're reaching out and you are like, hey, man, you okay? You good? Yo, what's good? And they just don't respond. It's kind of like, I'd say like a little bit disrespectful. Sometimes it can be.
Mm-hmm.
They could be going through something you don't want to text back, but it's like, come on, check in, please. Like,
Yeah, right?
I think ghosting is something that really should be frowned upon in our society. Come on, you're just ghosting someone now? Like, at least
Especially if it's a friend.
give
Yeah,
them a reason that
especially
you're
if it's a
ghosting them. It's like, was it something I did? And I feel like not having closure is just like the worst thing. It's like if you don't have closure, it's like, okay, this guy just ghosted me. You know, people talk about breakups, but losing a friend, can we just agree on that? Like, losing a friend is like,
It hurts.
yeah.
right? It's
sure.
like, what did I do? Was it something I said?
And you never know why.
You never know why, because the closure.
Like, I'd rather you tell me, like, what I did wrong and how I wronged you, and just be like, I
Right.
just don't want you in my life anymore, versus, like, I never know.
Bro, I know, I get
I'd
it.
like to know. I mean, like, you
Yeah.
know what? That's something I could reflect on, and that helps me, too, you know? But if you're not telling me, it doesn't help either of us.
And if you are going through something, like, please just let me know so then we could, like, maybe help or something. It's just like, back to me, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another thing
Happens
that's kind of
sometimes.
off script that we didn't talk about. Do you think it's weird to have, like, texting, like, a girl that you just want to be friends with, that's completely, like, is a friend?
No,
No.
I don't.
Until it gets, like, sexual.
Sometimes I love texting girls, like, just to talk.
No, yeah. I mean,
It's
I.
like a really good conversation.
Yeah. And
You
dude, I
get
did
a
some female in
different
my life.
perspective.
Like, yeah, it's like not just talking to guys, like, can't be good. You need to learn
Yeah.
how a female thinks. You need to learn
Yeah.
what they like, what they don't like.
You know, I'm not going to ask her whether I'm going to use a Phillips or a flathead. That's not you
Yeah.
know, the questions I'm going to be asking. But for certain conversations, I think they can add quite
like,
a bit.
hey, do girls like when guys do that? Like, just helpful tips. Having, like, just female energy around is nice, dude.
Being able to have a relationship with a couple women, platonic relationships,
Yeah.
definitely healthy.
Very balancing.
Mm-hmm.
It gets icky, though, once, like, one of them gets, like, a boyfriend, girlfriend. It's like you can't really go back to hanging out like you do.
Yeah.
Because that always causes problems.
Talked about this briefly with Alec. Fulfillment, right? Something that's been going through my mind a lot. What will give us fulfillment in life, right? What do you think it's weird for me to say that death is our fulfillment of life?
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, I think it's subjective.
It's
To
totally
me,
it's
death
totally
will not,
subjective.
death doesn't fulfill me, but I
think
guess
you-
some
Then what
people-
does?
I feel like that is a deep question.
Maybe death is just the easy way out to saying that will fulfill you, you
I
know?
think people who
some
say that
people-
really don't know what will fulfill them
Yeah,
in
I mean,
life.
some people are fulfilled.
That's
in
a
life.
totally valid statement.
Who honestly gets fulfilled by death? Okay, I just
It could be
that
everyone.
fulfills
Everyone.
me.
That's a fulfilling moment, summing up your
Fulfilling
life,
meaning like
it-
fulfilling meaning like
The fulfillment I
fulfilling-
can't experience.
like
fulfillment.
filling the void, like accomplishing your goal in
No
life.
void. I think fulfillment almost means like finished.
So your
I
goal
think
is to
it's
die.
being just like content almost. Like,
So
I'm
it's-
fulfilled.
Essentially, your goal is to die.
I don't think it's a goal. I think it's a reality of life. I don't know.
It's a reality.
I mean, you can die and you're on your deathbed and like, wow, I did not have a fulfilling life.
How do you want to? Do you want to be buried or no?
No.
No, I get cremated.
No, I want to get cremated and yeah.
I saw this thing. It's like this company. They'll like take your ashes, but they'll like blend it with like a tree seed, and like you become a tree.
Well,
Shut up.
I would
I would like
not
to do
want
that
to be a
personally.
tree though.
I feel like that would be a lot of pressure.
Dude, I'm at human form right now, dude. I don't want to go be a tree.
Like it's not like you
Lesser
become a
life
tree.
form.
It's like the tree like basically grows out of your remains. So it's like you complete
Oh,
the
yeah,
circle
yeah,
of
yeah.
life.
Oh, yeah, no, I know what you
and
mean.
then-
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
like you literally become a tree.
Yeah.
No, that would make no sense, dude. I wouldn't want to be a tree. Like, I'm having fun with the trees over
Yeah,
there.
after
I
you
would
die,
love-
it gets mixed in with.
That would be fire.
And the tree is part of you, essentially.
That is cool.
I
Or no, you're part of the tree at that point.
I think if you were to die and your mom gave me these seeds and said, "Hey, this is Alex's tree," I would feel immense stress for the rest of my life
Well, you
to
gotta
like
plant
make
it.
sure that tree is perfect. You
no, it
know?
doesn't have to be perfect. Just go play me out in like some like JW somewhere.
Yeah, just visit every
And
once
just,
in a
like,
while.
just put like a little rock ring around it and be like, okay, that's that.
Yeah, it would have
Just
to
watch
be.
its growth.
It would have to be like more than one tree, though. It have to be like a couple.
Couple trees.
like
Yeah.
a rainforest.
Rainforest of Alec trees.
That's pretty
Yeah, I
interesting.
like that one. Ever since I saw it, I was like, I would totally do that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like an adventure, like make like
Scavenger?
all my friends. Like I'm gonna just write out this crazy thing you guys have to do, and then like at the end of it, like you guys will all be like best friends and stuff. You know, that type
That
of
would
thing.
be dope. Make a movie about it too.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's been done before.
Yeah, I feel like it's been done before.
Yeah.
What if we had to hike the whole Appalachian Trail?
Yeah. What if I told you that? Would you do it?
I would do it.
Ty's like no.
You have to get every vaccine. Yeah.
Every vaccine.
Yeah.
You need to go to every pride parade.
I'd like throw your ashes away.
Just
I didn't like this guy anyway.
Just absurd like
Yeah.
tasks.
Yeah.
You have to rob a bank for me, man. Like just
You like be gay for a day, like full gay for one day.
Full gay for one day.
I don't know. Would you do it?
I don't have to act on it.
If you ask me to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. They
Gosh.
started off bombing normal people, like civilians.
No, the first bomb was at a military base.
Oh, really?
It still probably killed tons of civilians,
There was
but for the
which one was Hiroshima? Which one was Nagasaki?
Nagasaki was the first one,
Was that the military base?
and I believe that was a military base. The second one was like a normal town or something, which is like insane to me. Like,
I just can't imagine, bro, like you being okay doing that.
you know, like how.
Like, thousands of people just like eliminated, like.
I mean, it did its job. It shut them up. It made them stop shooting at us and doing. They surrendered. We won. America's the best.
We win, you lose.
All right.
That's what he right
Oh
after
my
the
God.
bomb. He called the president. It was like,
America's the best. We won.
we won, you lose. We're the best.
Okay, so the attack killed 2,403 U.S. personnel, so
Whoa.
that's the military,
Yeah,
and
it's a lot.
68 civilians.
Okay, so like
Still a
2,500
lot
people.
of
Let's look
people
at the
dead.
other one.
That is a lot
But
of
that's
people.
like that's pretty big.
But yeah, let's look like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Like that has to be.
Yeah.
The effects of the atomic bombings killed between 90,000 and 146,000 people in Hiroshima.
Not
and,
so bad. That's some big numbers.
And
That-
39,000 and 80,000 people in Nagasaki. That's like over 200,000 people died of nukes, dude.
Holy shit.
Like 40 people died instantly in the Nagasaki bomb, and then like over the course of the next days from like the radiation, it killed like another 40,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Darn.
Nuts, dude. And there was like no apology from the U.S. You know, nothing.
No, there was.
You
There
think
was
so?
it was a very sincere, like, we will never do this again apology.
We'll never do this. That's stuff that's not good enough. Whatever.
I know, it's totally not good enough.
I
but-
always feel like since like that happened, like Japanese or like Chinese people just have like a slight hate towards like American culture.
Mm.
Like low key, it's like, dude, you freaking like bombed us.
I
years
don't,
ago.
dude. My experiences
What do
with
you think?
Japanese people has always been chill.
Honestly, I think Japanese people are probably like one of the coolest cultures. That are,
Yeah,
like, modern.
literally.
They seem like a cool vibe, but I don't know, dude. Like Japanese mafia mob, dude, people don't want to mess with.
Mm-hmm.
People like running.
We probably took some of them out.
like running the laundromats, but they like.
I feel like there's a mob in every country that you don't want to mess with, though.
You're probably right, dude. Which one? Okay, out of these three, like you have Russian mob,
Mm-hmm.
Japanese mob,
Yeah.
Chinese mob,
Okay.
or like South African mob. Like,
Okay.
Out of that whole list, like who's the one person like no matter what like you avoid?
I want to say, like, Russia, but I feel like an African mob will just, like
African
fuck you
militia
up.
Mob, dude.
And
they will
African
fuck
mob.
you up.
I feel like Russians will do. I think they would both do some brutal stuff.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
don't
do you want to
know.
be getting tortured and brutaled in tropical weather or snow? Both would suck.
That's true.
Because one, you're really hot. One,
I mean,
you're
I've watched
cold.
Stranger Things, so I know what they'll
The
do
Russian,
to you.
yeah, and that
Yeah.
does not look fun.
No.
Girls in some of the tribes in Africa, they'll literally sew their vagina.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's crazy.
That's
they
like
don't let them have sex, and they terrible things for
Yeah.
them.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
yeah. No, that's pretty horrible.
I don't know, my heart goes out to these people. They're like,
Yeah. You guys, stop doing these things, please.
Yeah, stop it.
Stop
yeah,
it.
if you're in South Africa doing these things, bro, come on.
Just not cool, man. You're not cool.
Stop bullying.
What a great like film session, right?
Yeah.
Swamped, you know.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Why are wedding rings so expensive?
Dude,
Here's my
don't
question.
know.
Look, if you really love a girl, like, I don't know if you guys saw the movie Norbit, like, terrible movie, by the way, but,
Mhm.
like, the guy proposed to the girl with, like, a ring pop. And I was like, dude, sure, do your thing. Like, for me, if I really liked the girl, like, I'd make her something special, like a bracelet or, like, something that I made. Like, I don't want to just buy something that's pre-made.
Right.
That has, like, value because, like, that's what society tells you has, like, value and meaning.
Symbolic.
Yeah, it's like a way. It's like one of the simplest ways that society tells you that money has meaning. You know what I mean?
And it
It's
proves that
weird.
you're taken too. A lot of that is like you needed an emblem to show that you are married or.
Dude, I had a
Taken, so you
guy.
don't
I had a
get
guy.
to know.
One of my friends that got married say that like wedding rings should be like 6. Like there's a ratio to it. Like
Yeah, I
how
heard
expensive
that.
they are. Like it's
Mr.
supposed
G
to be your
told me this.
6 months of your salary.
No, I don't think it was 6 months.
Yeah, it was like 4 times the amount, 4 times your 6-month salary. So if you make it
Dude,
6 months,
what
like
the
No,
20
hell?
no, it's not. No, it's
Yeah,
not.
Bro,
It's not
especially
that
when you're
much.
getting married, most
I think maybe 6 weeks, but like,
Bro, some people, most people when they get married, they're trying to like, save up for a house, save up for all these things. Why are you gonna spend that much money on wedding rings? It just never makes sense to me. If your wife says, "Hey, it's nothing against you, but I just don't wear rings. I'll wear it like around my neck, like on a necklace."
That's fine.
You take it.
yeah.
She's wearing it.
Making
What
her
about-
spaghetti necklace?
But should a woman accept that, vice versa?
Yeah.
'Cause I worked with a guy. He's
hot
like, he
on the
wore it
neck, I
around.
feel like.
He's like, "Oh, I'm married." But I was like, "Oh, like where do you keep your wedding ring?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't. I just wear it around my neck because it's like a necklace." I just told my wife I don't like rings. She accepted it.
Yeah, I don't like rings
That's
either.
I don't
I could.
either. I'd wear a necklace much rather.
Yeah.
Or a bracelet.
Yeah.
Statistics about like dating
That could be fun.
apps. And I forgot what it was, like the number, but it said like
Well, you guys swipe everyone.
no, it's not that. It was like a number of like how many guys are on dating apps versus girls, and I'm probably just gonna make a number up. It was like relatively what it was close to, and it was be like there's like the ratio is maybe like 70% of guys are on dating apps, and there's like 30% of girls on there, and something like 6% of those girls are active. So you have like this whole pool of guys
Yeah.
going for like 6% of women.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I don't
That
know,
is
that's sad.
crazy.
And I saw another one that said like dating apps literally profit off of you being lonely. It's like they'll make their algorithm so you don't match with that many people, so you keep going on the app and like
Mhm.
paying to see who liked you and stuff. I just think it kind of looks like a shitty thing.
I don't know. It's wildness.
I mean, imagine just like going on a dating app and like, hey, you're cool, want to meet up? Yeah, like let's make this work. You meet up and it's like boom, bada bing, and you're off the app. Versus like, man, I'm not getting any matches. I'm on the app every day, spending money. Which one's better for business? That's so shitty, man.
It is horrible. It's horrible. There's no true free platform for love.
I know. And the only like
Except
other
hanger
place to
slang.
meet people was at the
Except
club.
hanger slang.
Yeah, we're actually throwing a party. Everybody's welcome.
A love party.
A love party.
Party vibes.
I'll be
Hey.
out there in like literally
Hey.
2 minutes. I'll be
See you
right
later.
there, okay?
Peace.
Bye.